So here is BK2K, good, bad, and the ugly. Good, I replaced the flipper assemblies this about a year ago, fully, including the upper flipper assembly, and it's all LED'd except in the back box, where we found it to be just too bright because of all the flashing. So you can see the everything, boards are clean, these boards are untouched. At the bottom of the cabinet, never needed anything, and very clean underneath and fully functional. The cabinet in the hands of the previous owner was damaged at one point. You can see here, doesn't affect anything, but it sure is ugly, just peeled away. So that's ugly. We have an earplug on the tilt bob to help settle the bounce. We like that. There's a few extra switch actuators in here as well, which I used related to, as I recall, the ball lock. One of them I had to fiddle with a good bit to get it going just right. The front of the cabinet, coin door, both in, I'd say, quite good shape. The cabinet also in good shape, as well as the legs, but not perfect. You can see some bit of planking, fading, and on the legs you can see a few marks and nicks that could be easily cleaned up a little, but the cabinet is definitely not the best example you'll see, and the back box, as often happens, has a few spots that are nicked, rubbed, that I did not attempt to touch up. Some would. Lock works just fine, but there you can see, I'm just trying to show you the worst of the back box. Didn't matter to me enough to try to touch it up. There's the back of the backboard, which is in perfect shape, and the other side of the cabinet, pretty much the same thing. Actually, the left cabinet side is in better shape than the right. You don't see the planking or fade, but you see the same basic thing with the back box. You see a few gouges, uglinesses. It could be touched up, but that's not really my forte. This board is all LED. The only thing that isn't LED is the back box. This board, no problems for the display at all. And you can see, actually, because when I disassembled everything, that I've left the papers on, which I could remove, or you could. And that's because this came from someone where there was a small amount of acid damage, and I sent it out to Eugene Marsh, who does an excellent job. I sent all the boards out. He evaluated all of them. We replaced one connector here. I think that's the only one that's been replaced. It has the NV RAM in it, so it never needs batteries. And there. And you don't see any visible damage on the board. But there was a little bit that he had to neutralize. And he did an excellent job of it. It's worked ever since perfectly. All the boards are original. I only see the one connector that's been repaired, and I'd say this is a tiny bit brown there, but again, haven't had any problems. So if you're a connector repair person and that bothers you, you would do that. That's related to the light board, as I recall. And speakers just fine. Okay, I'll take down the play field, and I'm going to hand my wife the camera to continue recording. Looking over the play field from bottom to top, put on super bands, which I always like It's still Mylar, the original Mylar, and is off. Always happens with Black Knight. There's some bubbling, but there's no big tears or anything like it. And better to leave the Mylar on, and they do make replacement boards for this if somebody wants to go full restoration. Going up through the playfield, you'll see all the lights work, all LED'd. Some don't show up as well as others, like Loop isn't as bright white, just because of the fact that it's such a large insert. But everything is LED'd and working, and the display is in perfect condition as well. Other than the high scores of Dan, that should be my wife's high scores, but otherwise in good shape. Again, I'd say the upper playfield and lower are both in very good shape. They've been completely re-rubbered. I don't see any broken plastics. Had no issues with those. And what you do see wear is right in here where the ball drops in. Again, it could be touched up if somebody wanted. I did a good bit of work on these switches to get them just right in relation to all registering and holding the balls, so you can see they're a little twisted from their original. This is the best one, but the fact is that's what it took to get all three balls to lock properly. Problem with this machine can be they lock and kind of sit back up, and if they don't sit right on the switch, they don't register. So all new, about a year ago, all new black rubbers. Gate looks in great shape. Targets, I haven't even thought about them for a while, but there are the Black Knight targets. I re-decaled them, and you can see those look good. All three of these aren't up, but I'm sure they're all good. You see a little bit of a nick in that one, but again, they're not worn off to a degree, and of course they're simple to replace if you want to go that route. I put on two basic, down here, two basic instruction cards and a free play card that I printed off from the internet, and the skirt is in excellent condition here where the print goes. You can stay right there, Karen. The back glass from the back, you'll see, is very good shape but not perfect. Some paint wear there, or whatever you call it. A little bit of flaking there. Otherwise, a little bit of a scratch there. These things obviously don't shine through in some dramatic way, but I'd call 3 areas worn. But looks great from the front and is mirrored the original glass. So I'm going to put that in and do a brief proof of life. If you step up there, Karen, to hold it. Thank you. Back box, back board is very clean. All lights work, but as I said, that's not LED'd on purpose because it was way too bright, we decided. So, going up in, locking in place, perfectly secure. The key is pulled out. And if you look closely again at the back box area where the glass is, you'll see a little bit of wear along the sides. So again, it could be touched up if it matters to you. There is some wear. Just turning that key again. Key's a little, I'm going to bend that key a little bit because it's just a little bit bent. I'm going to bend it back into shape so it works a little more smoothly. And it'll of course be hanging in the coin door as usual. So, a brief proof of life. I believe there's already a ball sitting up in there because it takes 3. Glass is off, glass is in excellent shape because I put in a new glass when I got it. But let's see where that other ball is. Must have been sitting in the trough. So Karen, you can just film anything from any angle you wish. It doesn't have to be close up or anything. Doing a proof. There's the MagnaSave. I just activated. It works perfectly well, and there's a little bit of wear. Take down the drawbridge, unlock a ball. You see that registers just fine, and the upper flipper works just great, as does the plunger. Again, the flipper was entirely rebuilt. There's ball 2 locked. And there's ball 3 locked. And the stand up and fight. All flashers work, but they are not LED'd, again, on purpose. Just too bright. Kick back, you'll see it works. And again, these targets now are up. I can see they're a little bit worn, but new decals would take care of that. Take them all down just to show again. It goes very smoothly. Well, hopefully that's enough of a walkthrough. Karen, are there any features you can think of that I'm missing? If you know this game, you're going to miss it. And I appreciate your time and interest. Thank you.